I'd say
Great.
good morning, but I don't think it's morning over there.
You
I think it's a
know,
little bit later.
it's so crazy because, like I was just saying, I do these streams with Darren, and he's in California as well, and it's 10 hours difference. So that's the problem, or the solution. Who knows? But
Yeah,
thank you, Courtney, for joining me today. I've been looking forward to this. First of all, how are you doing?
doing good. I'm doing
Okay.
good.
You are doing good because I've been noticing all the great content that you've been delivering on your Instagram page, all the cool videos that you've been doing. Um, and I'm happy to see it because it's not easy. I was just talking to a band from Brazil about how us musicians, people want so much from us. It's like we'll put something out and then somebody will say, all right, well, what else are you working on? And you're just like, wait a
Mhm.
second.
Like
That
this took
thing,
me like 4 weeks
yeah,
to do this part, like 3 weeks to do that, and you're like,
exactly.
no, we need something more. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but what has been inspiring you to start putting out more content, I guess, than normal? I mean, it just seems like you are putting out a lot, though.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're
It's just
doing
when
it.
it strikes. It's just
Okay.
when it strikes. I feel very lucky to have so many. There's been a lot of people hitting me up for collaborations, and I've been doing that on the side as well. And it's just so, it's
Yeah.
fun, I guess, to work through so much at once.
Yeah.
Like
That's
my own stuff and then other people's stuff, and then getting all these muses like myself with my own projects.
and let's talk about that because so you're having there's a thing in musicians called writer's block, and sometimes I get it all the time. It's you sit down and you're like, all right, I'm going to try to write a song, and then you're just like womp womp, and you just don't you
Hmm.
nothing, and that happens to everybody, and it's going to happen to me more and more, I'm sure. But it seems like you're not in that situation right now. You're on the opposite of writer's block. You're doing like superhero. You're in superhero writer's
I
mode or
ate
something.
Popeye spinach. That's what it is. I'm on that Popeye spinach mode.
Yeah. So what's it like in? So you're in California, and I think the last time we talked, you were saying something about the forest fires. You could
Yeah,
almost
there was
see
some
them.
forest fires where I used to live, and then I moved up here into the mountains. And you were talking about mountain bears and how Joe Rogan has to like fight mountain bears every morning on his walks or something.
Yeah, I talk about weird stuff sometimes, but that's just me. So, but it's not weird because there are there are
It's
bears.
relevant. Everybody knows, pretty much everybody knows who Joe Rogan is. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And yeah, so but what's it like? So when you're making, so I've been watching your, of course, everybody go to Daughter of the Waters Instagram page, watch some of her videos. Um, I've been watching them, and they're just like all over the place. You have like this like it's not a machete, it's like it's a
it's a
reaper,
scythe.
a scythe.
Yes, it's a
Yeah,
scythe. It was actually, I'm pretty guilty. There's cosplay, right? And then there's this. This isn't fake. This is real. I had this custom made by an independent person who is in a different country. They're in Pakistan, but they're an independent bladesmith. And I told them exactly how I wanted it. And it's a collectible item. It's something I got out of a book. So I thought it was really cool that they could make it and I could put it in my art and try to help them, be a little more, hopefully they get some followers, or they have really cool stuff. It's an artistry, honestly, being a
yeah,
bladesmith.
and so that's a cool. That's good for us to know. So you actually have like connections to get these scythes, these special scythe.
Yeah, it's a HS blade scent.
Okay,
That's who it is. Yeah.
so if anybody is looking in the market for a nice scythe, talk to Courtney, and she will hook you up with some of her peeps. She gets,
Anything. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he makes a lot of things. Just a lot of collectors things, like a Harry Potter sword was in there. It's all like cool stuff you want to put on your, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember when I was hanging out with Bam all the time, we would always stop in like sword shops and all
Sorry,
these
I'm like
weird
getting a call at the
places.
worst time.
No, it's okay. Hey, I want
Talking
to say
about
thank you
Bam.
for yeah, yeah. Thank you for Hiro for joining us. Atomic Robin, Jamie. Looks like Tomio from Japan is in the house. We have Umut, somebody new, Lilac again here from. She was watching the chaos stream I just did. Goth. a lot of people. So like you said, a lot of people watch these streams, and then people are maybe DMing you saying, including myself, I'm guilty of, hey, Courtney, would you like to do a collab? I've asked to do, we'll have to do something together. But a lot of people have been asking you to do collabs. That's pretty interesting. Have you had any people like from outside of California, I guess, outside of
It's
California contact you, or?
I don't think it's anybody who's ever been in California. It's all
Okay.
people out of California. There's people, another female from Pakistan who she has a beautiful voice. Something about the voice in a different language just has this nice ambiance to it, and I was in love with it, and I'll definitely be working with her. And then recently, I don't even know where this guy lives. I don't think he's in California though. His name is Zinks, and I will probably have our song like finished and mastered by the end of the week, honestly, and I'll probably just throw it out there on its own independently, and it's super cool. It's like, it's a little metally, and it was so different for me, but it fit, and I was like, okay, we're doing it. So it's fun. I love collabs.
Yeah. I think I'm happy to hear that there, people are reaching out to, not many. I haven't, I think I'm the king of collabs because I'm always asking people to collab, but I don't think anybody's ever asked me to collab. But it is what it is, right? But I love when people get together and make music, and I don't know, I think the releasing music, let's talk about that for a quick moment, because I've found that there's ways of releasing music through record labels. And
Mm,
specifically, I've been talking to a few lately. And I have my mixed views. I was wondering what you thought, because see, if you release music as an independent artist, you or myself, we can just put out whatever we want, whenever we want. And
mm-hmm.
you don't have to worry about anything. You just do it if you feel like doing it. But when you're talking to a record label, it's like almost like it's this thing. It's like, well, first of all, you can't let anybody hear anything before you release it because it has to go
Yeah.
to the label and they have to
Mm-hmm.
do it. And it's like, and then it turns into this big thing because now they're going to say, well, even though it's ready to be released today, don't let anybody listen to it. And we're probably not going to release it for like the next 3 months because we're going to do all these things to do before it. And I don't know how you feel, but, or if anybody watching, how they feel about releasing music as an independent artist or through a label. What is, what would be the benefits, or I don't know. Are you talking to any labels, or are you just happy doing it on your own?
I've talked to a few independent labels, and
Yeah.
what I've seen with their little gist is like, if I wasn't so, like, I was kind of born with this like business mentality, and I've always kind of been like a entrepreneur type mindset. I've always been like the leader, the oddball, and I think it benefits me because I can do so many things at once. So you got your marketing, you have your promotion, you have your like, I like to pride my page because it's like, what do they call it? Your like press pictures or something. Like you have one photographer, you have one art style, and I really like what I've been doing because it's like one specific art style, and it's I'm able to promote my stuff whenever I want. I can, throw something up in a week like I'm going to, and I can just throw a video together, get it all done myself, get it done fast. I can put all of my money, towards my promoting whatever I want to do instead of giving it to the middleman who's going to say, oh, well, you need to be on this guy's show, not Janaitis. You need to do this show, or you need to, somebody
Yeah.
kind of trying to push it around for you. And honestly, I think it's all just these statistics that they want you to line up with that might not always be better than just being independent if you know what you're doing.
Hmm. I'm always doing research, and I'm always watching these stupid YouTube videos of like
Yeah.
people telling you like how to release music on Spotify, and how to promote yourself on Instagram, and how to find a good record label, and it's interesting to watch them, but at the same time, I think I don't really know. I was talking to Darren about it a couple days ago on the live stream, and he was just like, he's like, Matthew, I have 4 words for you. Make me an offer. He's like, if a record label's talking to you, just to say to
Yeah.
them, make me an offer, because he's like, what else can you really do? I mean, because they're
Hmm.
in the business of making money, and they so if they're not making you an offer, then why are they even talking to you? So I was like, oh, that's pretty good advice from Darren, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
Somebody said it sucks. The independent artist, what is it? It went away.
it sucks
It
that
sucks.
independent is hard, but signed, you get it with all the rules. Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
it's a lot of
rules.
rules.
Yeah.
Like I probably wouldn't be able to read certain things. Like I have a really large, like I like the idea of having a lot of genres. Like I have this metal song that I'm doing right now where I'm not screaming, somebody else is, but it's
Okay.
different. And then, something that's a little more jazzy or something a little more hip hop or more poppy, and they would be like, no, you need to have continuity. So that's one of those rules I don't think I'd be able to fit into too well because I like being versatile.
Well, and I would have to say that like if I don't want to say, and I'm not saying that all record labels are bad and blah blah
Oh
blah because
no.
it's not true. I mean, I think if you find because I like that you have a site and I like that you're making videos in like these weird places and or it's snowing and it's just like kind of like eclectic sometimes and it's showing off some cool beautiful nature. It's really great to see you doing that, but I would have to say that maybe some people would say cut the scythe out. Don't do the scythe anymore. And it's just like,
Exactly.
well, that wouldn't be the label that I would want you to be with. Of course, you have to make
hmm
your own decision, but I would think that there's a
That's
label
why
out
I do
there.
it. That's
Yeah,
why I do things like I do. There's a reason I do everything. It's very thought out. I'll tell you that much. It is all extremely thought out in a very short period of time, and there's a reason that there's a scythe. There's a reason for everything. And it's because people are like, wait, what? And then that's
yeah.
what gets people, you're scrolling, what the, my bad.
I,
Did I get your
I,
attention? Oops.
I'm I go through the same thing. That's why I really enjoy talking to you and watching your content because very much like myself, I have a live stream coming up in Turku, Finland. It's called the bandstand, I believe. It's we're going to be live streaming, and my band we're rehearsing for it. And I was telling the two people in the band, Nikki and Mandy, I said, "Hey, what are we going to do for an intro? Like, how are we going to walk out on stage because
Mm-hmm.
it's a live stream?"
Very
And
important.
and I was like, I have this idea. I
Even
was
the
like, well,
camera angles, yeah.
yeah. And I was like, so should we play a song or should we? So my idea was, how about I sit there on a little chair and I open up a very short children's story and I just read a little children's story. And at the end of the story, of course, I say the end and I shut the book and then we play the show. Now that's horrible, quirky idea, right? But for
That's
me,
amazing. Yeah, I like that.
I think that's a cool idea because who else? That's different, and it's. But of course, I got shot down. They were like,
And
no,
if,
like no way, because it's not. They'd have to be there
if it
too.
was me, I'd be like, you know what? We're doing this. Thomas to train you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, exactly. So, but I that's why I like it when people. I'm a big Frank Zappa fan. Frank Zappa is one of my favorite artists, and he's very quirky, I guess, or weird in a way, but
hmm
not in like a bad way. Because you can be weird just to be weird, and then it's like okay. But I just like having fun. I like having fun with like if we're gonna play a rock and roll show, why not open up with a children's book? Because why not? But maybe we'll figure something else if anybody has ideas. Do you have any shows or any live streams coming up that you might be doing?
I don't know. I don't have anything lined up right now. I just don't know if I'll ever plan on doing that. Honestly, I never saw myself doing shows. That sounds terrible. I could see myself doing more of a live stream, but it would be very strange as is. Like I would probably be reading the children's book and nobody would tell me otherwise.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a good question because I remember I was telling you that you don't remind me, but like Bjork is like
hmm
kind of something that would come to my mind when I'm watching your stuff. But she does shows, but so what would if you
Maybe
had to put
wait.
together a show, what would you do?
Maybe
Like,
roll in on wheelchairs. Yeah. Exactly. Like anything. Just it would be something like that. If I did a live stream, it would be character built and it would be storyline and you would immediately get sucked in with something. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. See,
Yeah.
that's cool. What everybody's
hmm
writing in the comments. Let's see what they say here. How can I join the live stream? It's on Thursday. My live stream is on Thursday, and Atomic Annie, their live stream is on Friday. And you know what I'm going to do? It's a live stream on YouTube, but the YouTube channel isn't really easy to remember. So I'm gonna go on Instagram Live, and I'm gonna stick a piece of paper in front of the camera that says "Go to this YouTube channel if you want to watch the show," because it's very difficult to find the link to it. But yeah, that's going on. Uh, yeah, I would like to see what you would do for a show. I think what you would come up with something very interesting. It would probably be
Yeah.
expensive to do though. That's the other thing. Because you would probably
Yeah.
want to have all kinds of things and probably different
Mhm.
characters. I'm a guessing. What
No,
would you
yeah.
do?
Yeah, it would be. I would my honestly, ever since I was younger and I started doing music, it's always been coincided with visuals and like videography or videography, whatever it is. And it kind of grew with me, both of them, like my skills in it. My brother is into the same thing, and he has a drone, and I used him in my most recent video that'll be released in probably a month or so. And I would probably have something that's inside and like really dark, and then like, just a lot of contrast. I wouldn't want to ruin it because now I'm just getting ideas. I might just do this now.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I'd have to figure out, like I said, it'd just be like a live stream or something because you can't play any shows here in California.
No.
Like, yeah, they just put more restrictions, I think, like as of this last week.
But there's, I mean, do you have any, I'm optimist. I mean, I think 2022, the end of 2021, don't you think that things are going to be a little bit better, or what do you think?
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
think by next year it'll be. Yeah, I know that sounds a long time, but I mean, I think back to a year ago, it's like it's not that long, I guess. But I think for one, I'll probably get over my fear of like stage fright and like showing myself and like being or artistically authentic. And then two, I'll probably have a little bit more skill in my music, a little bit more confidence to where I'd be willing to go try to set myself up at a show somewhere. And then
Yeah.
three, I think that everyone's going to be wanting to go no matter what you have on, because everyone's been stuck inside for 2 years, or whatever, and they just want to go out and be in a group of people again, and it's all going to be very strange. So I'd love to put my art, that strange art, in that kind of a strange space that we have not been in a while, and kind of revamp the scene, because this is a really good chance for us to kind of, tabula rasa, the slate's all wiped clean, and now we can just kind of build our own artistry on top of their us underground artists and such.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, and I think maybe this is a fabulous time for artists like yourself, artists like myself, to really have some time to put together some more music, make more music, and then think about what we might want to be doing when the shows start opening up and we're able to do it. Because yeah, I mean, of course, if I could play now, I probably would. I would love to, but it's good that I have some time to think about it. Maybe define some players to play with or things like that. But
Yeah,
it's
exactly. I'd have to. Thanks for saying my name is cool. Yeah, that was also pretty thought out. But
yeah. How did you come up with Daughter of the Water?
so I'm really into astrology. Like I could probably there's actually an organization of certified astrologers. I could probably take their test and pass. Like I am on it. And
Okay,
water, my dad is a water sign, and he's also from a Caribbean country, Belize. And
okay,
I always associated that with water, and I'm his daughter, so I was like, oh, daughter of the water. I don't know.
that's
I liked
awesome.
it. Yeah, it just
Yeah.
kind of associated me with that.
No, it's a brilliant name. And it's good that you have it because that would be taken probably very soon if
It
somebody
is.
if you
It
didn't
is
take it. So
taken. I took the E out of daughter because somebody else had daughter of the
really,
water.
wow, I don't
Hmm.
even notice because when I read it, I just read it Daughter of the Water. I didn't even notice that. Good on you. Good save on that one. Let's see. Metal Gimme says oh, they're talking about the record labels again. They said it depends on
Yeah.
the contacts you get. I've seen my young guys and girls getting screwed because the label guys didn't respect them, but then others that signed getting shows and doing well. Yeah, it all depends
They
on.
want your money too. It's not just they want to help you and pay you and like use your talent to get everybody money. Like they're gonna ask you for, like from the people I've talked to, the independent labels. It's like, you can pay us this much and we'll take care of this, this, and this. And it's like, well, I already do all this. Plus, I could use the money I'm giving you into my own, put it back into what you're sprinkling on the cake.
Lurk Wodawa says that snowman sickle slasher looked so fun. Dope idea. So yeah, how did you come how did you come up with that?
So my brother and I were like, okay, so you're good with drone shots. I'm good with close-ups. Let's just go out into the woods and see what we can gather. Here's the song. Here's the vibes I'm going for. This is my mood board for it because I have somebody who's doing the cover art for it. Gosh, what is her name? Abby Creative, I think it is. I'll tag her when I post it. But we just kind of went out there and we were doing some shooting and we saw a snowman and nobody else was around playing. And I was like, I don't think anyone would be too butthurt if I, just kind of, you videotaped me destroying this snowman. And then we did it. And then I looked back at the footage and I'm like, this is probably the most interesting thing that we shot today. So we're keeping it. And it's just a thing. So it's catchy.
Well, when I watch your videos, they make me want to be like, oh man, like I wish I was like there, like doing cool stuff too, because just because you have the motivation to do it now. I mean, obviously I have I have GoPros here. I can do videos whenever I want, but it's not that. It's you have to be like in the right mind. You have to be motivated to go out to do it, and then you can get it done. But like I said, I think you have been in some sort of inspirational bubble where you just keep doing stuff, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I love the videos. I love making videos as much as I love making music, and I love editing it as much as I love editing the music.
Huh. Well, that's good because I guess right now, that's all we can, like, I can go, when I'm in the rehearsal room now, but I'm going to go home and I got my newborn son to take care of when I get home. So I'll be busy with him. But other than that, it's just, what else can we do? We can go on YouTube, we can go on Instagram to see what people are doing. And so when I go on and watch you and some of the other people that I've been streaming with, it gets me inspired also to be like, oh man, they're out there doing it. I better step up my game. It's like a good competition in a way. You know what I mean?
Competition. Yeah, I get inspired. I mean, I saw that you did cover art with Sacrament 666. And I was like, cool. That looks, it's really cool. And I'm probably going to have to hit them up. Honestly, maybe eventually they'll hear from me. And I did the same thing. I reached out to Abby. And then she was able to help me with my Nostalgia in Wonderland project. What color is your hair? It is gray and brown. That was an interesting question.
From Horror FX3. Makes me think of early CKY Jackass, the product of having a camera handy and creative. Well, of course, and I used to do that all the time, and filming videos all the time. And that was just that's what we did when we were younger. And
I was crazy when I was younger. I probably should have been a kid born in the 70s because I've acted like a 90s kid my whole life. And I'll blame astrology for that too because my Pluto is right next to my sun. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, they knows what I'm talking about. So, but yeah, I used to go down hills on computer chairs with a beach umbrella for breaks as a kid. And I had a BMX bike and I did everything you could do with a BMX bike. I skateboarded. I did everything. And there should have been a camera involved, but there was no camera.
I like filming stuff, behind the scenes stuff, like mostly for music, not because I'm not really a skateboarder, so I never really filmed skateboarding stuff, but I just like to film like backstage, like things like people would do like a band practice. Like I remember one time my drummer was sleeping on the couch with his girlfriend. And for some reason, we all thought it'd be funny if we just piled everything in the house on top of them while they were sleeping. So we piled like tables and chairs and like sofa pillows. And it was like this big, huge mound. But we did it so like they didn't necessarily feel the weight on them, And then when they woke up, they were just like, and the whole thing just went and tumbled down. And it was just, I don't know why that was funny, but it was funny at the time. Stupid things.
Times change too. There's that.
Your hair looks so. Oh, it's more about your hair. Is it my hair or is it Courtney's hair? I'm sure it's Courtney's hair.
That's a good point.
Your hair looks even more amazing near the awesome background. Yeah, so must be your hair.
Awesome. What, back here?
Yeah, because you got like skulls and stuff.
Oh, what do you expect? There's sights over there, but I'm not going to turn the camera. We're good. I got some laundry I need to do.
Yeah. Don't we all? We all have laundry we got to do. Love Matty's J hairs too. Oh, thanks. You know. Mm.
His looks a little more brushed. It's nice.
It's it's because I'm a guy. This is
Hmm.
my whole thing. Like I don't own a brush. I don't brush my hair because guys don't brush their hair. Usually guys
I
are
don't brush
bald.
my hair.
They should. Yeah, yeah. So I don't brush my hair. Matty, your hair is also fantastic. That is very nice. Come on, guys. Courtney is here. Let's talk about Courtney's hair, not my hair, please. But
I'll wake up and it looks that nice, and I'm terrible. I'll be real 90s. I'll flip it and then I'll scrunch it up so it looks even worse, and I'm like, we're good to go.
yeah.
It looks brushed when I wake up, and then I just purposely. Anyways,
So do you plan on doing any traveling? I know that with COVID is bad, but it wouldn't stop you from getting in the car and just going somewhere because you live in a cool part of the world. You can go out maybe like 20, 30 miles, and there's probably some beautiful areas where you can just go and chill.
hmm
Have you been thinking about anything like that, or you're just doing the home thing for now?
um, I do have a trip planned. It's a little more expensive to go places because I'm gonna go over to Hawaii in about a month if everything works out.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just you have to be careful, and there's barely any people traveling. So I have traveled within COVID. I went on a little bit of a trip at the beginning, and everything seemed to be really sterile. There's barely any people anywhere, and even the workers, they seem like they maintain everything pretty well. And I feel bad that there's less people because then the economy gets stunted in these specific areas. Like I went up to Northern California earlier last year, and it didn't seem I don't know, I didn't fear anything. I didn't think that I was doing anything wrong. I don't think Newsom was gonna like come find me.
Yeah. Well, that is because I'm here in Finland, and in Finland the restrictions are they
Do I
have
headbang?
restrictions.
Oh,
They have restrictions here in Finland, but they're not anything like you're dealing with, where you would even feel awkward to
yeah,
talk about
I heard that
traveling.
you were playing shows, like you played an acoustic show or something, right?
Well,
On it's Monday. I think you mentioned it.
yeah, I went down to Andy. I went to hang out with my buddy Andy, and we did like a little private show, and he made a hat for me and stuff. But
I saw that.
and that's awesome. But there are acoustic shows here, and you can do some things, and bars are open, and people are going out.
Hmm.
The whole mask wearing thing didn't even start happening in Finland. Maybe like 4 or 5 months ago is when people were really starting to wear masks.
Wow.
So it's a little different in
Yeah,
different parts
one
of the
in four
world.
people apparently have COVID here, like in LA. I'm just outside of LA County, like on the border, but one in four people. The bars over in my county, since it's technically not LA County, were open for a little bit and I heard live music, but then even like that lasted maybe a week.
Mm.
What else do
It's
we?
it's hard to understand, the restrictions that you guys are because when you're in Finland, it's just I talk to my mom and my brother, so they let me know what's going on, but it's just so different. Like it's so completely different, and even people in Italy, and it's very different how some people are getting it worse than others. Although we have it here, and this new strain from England
Yeah.
is here now, where it's like this COVID 2.0, and everybody's freaking out. So it's not going anywhere. It really sucks. So that's why we're going to be live streaming for the next year,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, just
So,
be safe. When in doubt, just,
and
stay safe.
and that's
I
why,
do headbang. Okay, I
yeah.
just wanted to answer. I've seen this. Courtney, do you headbang? Yes, I have a song that's coming out that's pretty hardcore that you will hear, and I will probably make a video where I will be insane. Little swords in my video. Those are
Yeah, I saw
probably
that.
throwing knives,
Oh yeah, you
and
throw
it's like
knives too.
yeah, it's a sport. It's like archery but with throwing knives.
Yeah.
Do you ever do a live stream with Andy McCoy? You? That's a good
N
question. Have you? I feel like you probably have.
no,
No?
I've done we've done a live streaming gig with Andy, and where we played the set on a live stream, but no, I Andy has a phone now. He just got a phone that's like a smartphone, like maybe a couple months ago he just got one. So, but I don't think he knows how to use it. So if I was to live stream with them, I would have to probably be in the same room with them and turn on Instagram, which I probably don't think he has on his phone, but he probably might. I don't know. And then I would have to just push play and then stand next to him and do the live stream. Although that would be fun, and I will have to
That
do
would
that.
be fun. Yeah, I'd watch that. I think poor FX3 would watch that.
Yeah.
He
yeah,
effing hates masks. Oh, yeah. Masks can be kind of a pain, but it's really cold where I live, so it's like, honestly, it's pretty nice to have a mask on.
Yeah. No. No, actually, I don't know. When I wear it, because here I walk or bike everywhere. So I don't have a car. So I just like walk and bike. And when I'm walking or biking and I have the mask on, after like 15 minutes, it's like,
Yeah,
it gets all sweaty
that.
in there. So I don't
I'll have
really
like
like the mask.
sunglasses and the mask, and it fogs it up, and then it gets kind of warm. Yeah.
But it is very important to wear the mask, of course, because when you wear the mask, you're helping other people. I get it, and it makes sense. So I do wear one, but I think I have one. Yeah, whatever. We all have seen masks. They're something that we all deal with. But anyway, I wanted to ask you something because I think after doing enough live streams, I've done almost 200 live streams now, which isn't that much, but it is because I just started doing this. So I do them all the time. And I think the concept of what I'm doing with Darren and other people, like I think I'm more interested in doing shows where it's like a weekly thing or a monthly thing, because then the person that I'm doing it with, the people watching can start learning and getting to know us better. And I want to do a show with you. I was just wondering what you thought about that, because I think it would be fun.
Yeah, that would be cool.
We'll have to talk about it, like if we're going to do it,
Yeah.
like if we're going to do it at all, or if we want to do it monthly or weekly. But it would be cool because I like finding people that are interesting to talk to, and then taking it to the next level. Because even with Darren, I know I've been on tour with Darren for years, and I've known him ever since I was young, but I never really got to know him as much as I have been recently. Now that I've been, it was our 5th show we did last Monday, so it's Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And it just seems like every time we do a show, like I always learn something new about him or something different. And that's why I kind of like.
I didn't know that you didn't know what Alexa was. I have one, but she's unplugged. But if I say her name too loud, even though she's unplugged, she might still say something.
Yeah, I still don't know. It's like, is it like a Siri? I know what Siri is. Is that the same thing?
It's like an Amazon Siri.
What's Amazon? I don't think I've ever used Amazon. Is Amazon a thing where you can buy stuff?
Well, in America, it's like the foundation we're built on right now. It's like all of our money is in Amazon. There's the stocks, and then there's Amazon.
Okay, I don't know. I'm a bit older myself, so I have these things. Just like I make fun of Andy with his phone.
Online ordering website, but then they started offering other things. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to help you. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be condescending.
I've heard of it. I've heard of Amazon, but like I've never like. I wouldn't know how to log on. Is it like Facebook? You log on and like username or something? Yeah, I never did that, but I'm assuming that's probably what it was.
That's how I get all of my things, because I live up on a mountain, so it takes me like an hour to get anywhere because I'm nowhere.
Yeah.
So I just order on Amazon, and I'll be like, I need, more matcha, and that is totally something I order too much of, and then my green tea comes to my house, and it's the same thing. Be like, hey Alexa, order me some more matcha, and then she'll just, take my credit card information and my money's gone, and there goes Amazon.
It's the usual. They order meth and Netflix. That's what Jamie likes to order, meth and Netflix. Well, yeah, meth and Netflix would be something that would be, I guess you could probably wouldn't be able to order either one of those actually. So I don't know, but
I think they have meth on Amazon. I think that's a good thing though. You're welcome.
Yeah.
He lives on Amazon. I believe it. Amazon's just the whole Florida peninsula is a big Amazon warehouse.
Well, I saw they had drones that were like flying packages to people. Did they really do that, or is that fake?
I think it's to come. I'm not going to say that it won't, because I know it will eventually, and I'm just like, why? Like, well, these things are going to crash like into trees. I've crashed a drone. The last video I tried to do, we crashed a drone. They're not as nice and like, as you think. Even the expensive ones are like. I wouldn't trust like a camera with it.
I ordered groceries from the grocery store, and they delivered it to my house, and like
Mm,
that was like a big thing. I was like, whoa. They like I didn't
Netflix.
even have to leave my house. They just brought my groceries to my house.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's Amazon does that. Yep.
that was
Same
pretty
thing.
cool. I'm not used to that. So I don't know. But yeah, I think it's great today that everybody's talking a lot in the chats, which is nice to hear. It's really a thing. I swear, meth flux. They're talking about meth still, whatever. Okay, so that's why
It's
the
a good
chats.
thing. That means we're all, if there was an actual meth head in here or somebody who is using it, like they'd probably be triggered. We're all at least over that, or we can joke about it's not, we don't endorse that here.
So you're broke. Your love life is a joke, and life seems stuck in gear. It must be like a lyric to a song. Somebody wrote that. What's up, Matty J? Dope Danny 666. What's up, Dope Danny 666? I like reading the people's names. Like, when they have like, there's one guy that's on here. It's like 41NKN32143. So
How'd you
whenever
guys come up with Velvet Division? Can I ask that? Who came up with that?
oh man, well, I have to say that Mandy and Nikki came up with it, so they are special, and I'm
Love
really
that.
happy. But I think because it's such a cool name, like I wish I was there when they came up with it, so I could say that I helped, but I
Hmm.
can't. So I got to say that they came up with it. But
It's
it's still
catchy.
cool. It's such a cool name. And Jamie thinks that just the name alone, he's like, you guys can sell the name. You guys could just be like famous for like selling the name because everybody wants that name and it's gonna be the cool.
Yeah, instead of Supreme, you put Velvet Division. You could sell a brick. They have a Supreme brick for like, I think it's like a few $1,000s. You could buy Supreme brick. Just put Velvet Division. I'd be like, this is a nice brick. I'd build a house with this,
Okay.
right? Oh,
So yeah. But yeah, we have that Velvet Division has the live stream on Thursday.
yeah, to
So
ask them.
2 days from now, we have a live stream, and that's a cool band because Mandy is the singer, and she has a really cool voice, and she plays
Oh,
bass, and I play drums, and I really have fun playing drums. So for me, I just like playing in that band because I just sit there and hit things with a stick,
mm-hmm.
and I don't have to worry about like notes or anything because when you play like bass or guitar, like you need to know like, oh, it's G, A
Mm-hmm.
sharp. It's like, ugh, but once you learn the notes, it's easy, but you have to
Despite
like,
all this, I really don't know how to play guitar. So yes, I do know notes. I know some really basic stuff.
yeah. Oh, look,
But
Thomas,
I'm glad I'd rather just be a singer.
we have rock star Thomas from Flesh Roxon's in the house. We have Atomic Robin from Atomic Annie in the house. We have Jamie Hembry, who's going to be the biggest rock star ever because he's recording that song with the Nashville
Hmm.
producer, which I'm
I saw that.
actually, yeah. He wants me to do a guitar track. So after this stream, I have to figure out how to record a guitar track in the rehearsal room because I don't
That's
have.
really exciting. That's gonna turn out really good. I'm
I
excited.
I think I'm so happy like for him because I think I already know it's going to turn out good, but who knows how far it could go, even if it's
Mhm.
just a good song or if it's just a good song and it gets taken to the next level, we don't know. But either way,
Yeah, you
it's
can like what I do
pretty
with
fun.
my music. I mean, I'm still kind of a beginner and I produce a lot of my own stuff still, but I go on Songtrader and you can submit your songs to like indie films, ads, commercials, all the stuff where you want your music to go. Like, what do I do with my music? I've done my music now. Will you submit them? And that's where you do it on Songtrader. And I think something like that would be cool, movie or something. I don't know. Or it could just blow up by itself. That would be
So,
really cool. That would be more rewarding.
well, so you use song because I know there's a thing called Submit Hub. I've tried messing around with that, but that didn't really do much for me. But you're saying song something. What is it that you said?
Trader without
Song
the E,
Trader.
like my name, daughter, without the E, it's Song Trader, like
Okay.
without the E for trader. Yeah.
Well, hey, that's great. That's because a lot of people watching this are doing the same thing we're doing, trying to make music and release it, and it's
That
good to
is why I
learn.
mentioned it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I
I'll
want
have
to
to
help you
check that
guys
out
out. Yeah.
because I have a lot of songs too where they're just songs that what do you do after, like you said, what do you do once you release them? They're there, but like, and that's the other thing. Even if it's a song you released 2 or 3 years ago, for the person that's never heard it
They
before,
still want it, yeah.
it's still a brand new song to people that
There's
never heard it.
ads like on Songtrader, and it'll say specifically, I want songs from the 70s. And I'm like, okay, like, damn. So somebody sitting around who made music in the 70s could go on the site, submit their old music, and then, that'd be cool.
Whoa. All right. Well, I'll check that out. Songtrader.
I'm trying to advertise for them. I just like their site. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, maybe that could be our sponsor for if we do a show, we could be sponsored by Songtrader.
That would be cool. Yeah, my producer actually got one of those ads, like for a Botox commercial with one of her songs, and I was like, oh my gosh, you actually got paid for it. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
So it's a thing. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, that's my new thing is trying to find, dude, these live streams, we need to get sponsors for them because then we can do the live streams and also get, sponsors for the live streams. But you have to find like a Songtrader would be a cool sponsor because it's like music.
Yeah,
related.
somebody put it in there, Songtrader. Yeah, one word.
Okay. Oh, Songtrade, not 2 R's, just 1 R. All right. Because I would say Songtrader, but
yeah,
they did it. David by 0 sound joined. Or no, I'm sorry, divided by 0 sound joined. Jamie Hembry says yes. He's with lots of exclamation points.
yeah, hopefully his stuff blows up.
Marion, yeah. Jamie's stuff is sounding really great, and because I got to hear some of it, and yeah, I mean, it's going to be, it sounds really great. Can't wait till he releases it. I don't know how he's going to do it, but I guess that's up to his producer that is going to do it. I'd want Pampers to sponsor me because I'm gonna poop my pants when Jamie's single is coming out. See, that's a good one. I like reading that.
Yeah.
Why?
Pampers is the good one too, I think. Like they're a little bit more expensive than like Huggies and all the other ones, so that's a good sponsor.
Well, here in Finland, I've been using for my son. He's been using some Moomin diapers because they have like the Moomins here in Finland. It's like a cartoon, and they're like Finnish designed diapers, so they're like special Finnish.
Are they
diapers.
reusable or are they disposable?
Well, now you just made me feel bad because they're probably really bad for the. What can we do for the environment?
I know, that's what I think of. I've used disposable diapers for my son, and you should totally use reusable. It sounds kind of gross if you're a washing machine, but it's it still stays clean.
Yeah, I should look into that because hopefully they're at least biodegradable. I would hope, and actually in Finland it's they have this thing called, because I went to Finnish language school and I learned a lot about Finnish history and things, and they have district heating where they actually the major cities here in Finland have district heating, and they use they burn everything to create heat to heat everybody's homes. So it's very green. It's very green here, and everybody recycles. That sounds
amazing.
Oh man,
that's what I've heard.
Every apartment building or house, there's at least 6 or 7 different trash cans. So you can have trash, boxes, glass, aluminum, food, milk cartons. They're very, very, it's great. And I do it all the time. I love recycling.
Yeah, being from California, I think I'm a natural at all of that. I would like to think.
Yeah.
I need to, yeah.
And actually in Finland, all the bottles, the plastic bottles and the beer cans and the soda cans, everybody goes to the store. The supermarket has the return, and you put your cans in, and you get between like 10 and 20 cents per can.
Mm-hmm.
So it adds up. Like you could end up with like $5 if you have a big bag of cans. And
I used to do that, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really have water bottles or cans anymore, but when I did, like, I used to do that and recycle it for money. But I don't think it was, I don't know the conversion rate, but I know it was like 5 cents for like a can. Yeah. And like even some cans it wouldn't accept, or glass bottles, some of them it wouldn't accept.
Mountain Dew, some of them
Pampers and Mountain Dew. You
Pampers.
need Doritos in there too if you put Mountain Dew, right? Are you a gamer?
Am I a gamer?
I don't know. Are you? Do you? You don't seem like you would be. Yeah.
I don't know about. I played Tetris and Super Mario Brothers,
I played Tetris and Super Mario Brothers too. I played a
but
few other ones, but
and I'm not making fun of gamers. I'm just saying I just don't know anything about it.
yeah, it's
Uh,
like being a musician. It's just one of those things that kind of, it's a hobby. It takes your time up and you learn more about it.
Risk. Did you ever play the board game Risk?
A board game. I've never played Risk.
Because I like that. And chess. I love chess. Chess is my.
Yes, I'll play chess.
I'm in the chess club here. Well, I
I
was in the
suck at
chess
Super
club.
Mario Brothers though. I've played it for years and I never got any better. Same thing with basketball. I've played it for years, never got any better.
If anybody wants to play chess with me, oh, what if I did a live stream with somebody where we played chess together and we both had chessboards set up? We
Is
could
that
do
gonna
it.
be our live stream? Oh,
Because you play chess.
yes.
Well, then, yeah, let's get a chessboard and we can set our phones up where you can see that both chessboards. And then when we make the moves, we can both. It's got to be a way where we can do it where it would work.
Yeah, yeah.
I would love
Somehow,
to play
but
a
I'd
game
have
of
to move your
chess.
pieces too, right? Wait, how would
Yeah,
you do that?
you'd have to move my pieces too, but that's
Yeah,
okay. I mean,
yeah.
uh,
It's not like,
well,
fast paced. It's
let's
chess.
figure that out because if we could pull that off, we could just do live streams where we play chess and then we just talk during the chess game. That's cool. Hmm. I like this.
That
This
could
would be
work.
fun because nobody likes to play. I always ask everybody like, "Will you play chess?" And everyone's like, "I don't play chess. I don't play chess." And it's like nobody wants to play chess with me. So
I'll play chess. Let's play. Yeah, I'll have to find my board.
yeah, cool. I have
Yeah.
my board at home. Okay, cool. Well, let's plan on maybe next time we do the stream, we could do a chess game.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. I am going to wrap this stream up today because I have to get back to the
Yeah, I realized what time it
baby
was.
Pampers diapers. But I had a great time with you today. We talked more than just about music. Like I said, see, when we do live streams, the more we do them, the more we can talk about cool stuff
Mm-hmm.
and different stuff. And everybody follow Daughter of the Water. Check out her videos, of course. Go to her Instagram
Follow
page.
Janaitis Official and Velvet Division and Jamie
Yeah.
Hembrick and a
And
bunch of other people.
and Flesh Roxon and Sacrament 666 and Atomic Annie and all the people
Yes.
that are here. Follow everybody, which we probably already do. And let's end the stream here. So until the next time, I will see you on the next stream. Rock and roll. Say bye-bye.
And I will beat you at chess. Bye.